Hi viewers, Dr. Aijaz Qureshi from Toronto, Canada, with today's The Daydreamers Show episode on Dreams Television. We are here today with our esteemed guest. Her name is Annelie Persson Bäck. She is from Borås, Sweden, if I pronounce it correctly. Please forgive me if I didn't. We are going to talk about different committed footpaths. It's a great topic, so don't get confused. We will definitely be explaining what the topic is all about. Let me introduce you, Annelie Persson. She is a teacher at Nordanstigs, Kumon. She studied environmental technology at Mid Sweden University. She studied environmental sciences and management at Mid Sweden University, and she has also studied marine biology at um, Göteborgs University. So please forgive me if I mispronounced the names. We welcome to the show Annelie. Annelie, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. So I've given a little bit of your introduction, but I would definitely like to request yourself to introduce you in your own words. That would be better instead of me butchering the names here and there.
Yeah, thank you. But your pronouncing was excellent, because Swedish is a very difficult language, and the grammar, they say, my colleagues at the school, they say the Swedish grammar is terrible to learn. So you've done it in a very good way. Short introduction by me. I have been working as a teacher now for 5 years, and I'm a high school teacher today. And I think it's the best work I've ever had, because I'm committed to my work and to make, to help, to make difference every day to these students, and to make some, to introduce them to new science and so on is the most important thing in life, I think. But my own footpath has been a very strange one. And because when I went to high school, I went to college. I dropped out of college even, because I didn't want to go to school. So I started to work as a welder. I worked with repair of a railway railway wagons. And then I was into wastewater pipes and fittings. I think there was the time when all things started. And then so I went back to school again, and I finished my college degree. And then I went back to university and was studying to become an environmental engineer. And then suddenly I was a couple of hours at one school in my community here, and I tried out this work, and I was caught. I was totally caught, and I really love to work as a teacher. And I have some hobbies, of course. I do some powerlifting sometimes. I've even competed as a powerlifter. And I also do a lot of car racing out on the track. And I'm a car rally driver and a car rally co-driver. So I have very different footpaths indeed. Yeah.
Awesome. That's really amazing. Yeah. Lifter. That really impresses me. So how was that experience though?
It was very, it started out, and I was having some pain in my back, and I started to go to gym and started to exercise there. And some guy, he looked at me and told me, "Oh my God, you're a strong woman, so please join our team." And suddenly I was competing, and it was so fun, because if I set a target, I'm so committed and follow the path.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So you said you had different paths in your life, right?
Yeah, I have.
And so is there any path that you think that you are fully committed to? I know we all have different paths in our life. We go here, we go there, we go here, we go there. But again, there is one single path that we are really committed over here and over here at our heart. What was that for you?
I think it was making a difference to people, making a difference out there in the world. And the world is so big. To making a difference, I think that's the most important footpath. And I'm on to that footpath all the time, every day. Yeah.
So making a difference. Now, in terms of making a difference, we have to identify where the difference, need to be made, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Where is injustice or unrest or unwillfulness or whatever negativity? You have to identify the negativity first, right?
Always. Yeah. Indeed.
So what did touch your heart? What was the one single most negative aspect of our lives that touched you, that you went into the direction of making a difference?
I think it was when I was a little girl. I visited my grandmother a lot, and she had a friend. She was from Poland, and she had been sitting in Auschwitz, and she told me about her journey from Auschwitz to Auschwitz, during Auschwitz, and from away from Auschwitz. And what she told me, I think I was about 10 years old. That really touched my heart. Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. Annelie, can I ask you one thing? If your mobile phone is sitting closer to the laptop, can we move it away from the laptop, please?
I will shut it off, of course. So, sorry.
No problem. Good. Sometimes, when it talks to the tower, it just creates some static.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get back. I came to know that you visited Pakistan as well.
Yes.
How was that experience? And how did what triggered you to go to Pakistan? Because most of the time people don't go to Pakistan.
I know.
Advised, allegedly they're being advised not to go to Pakistan.
Yeah.
So what triggered? Why did you go to Pakistan?
I think because I was curious. I'm always very curious, and it was somewhere I wanted to know more about. The culture, religion, of course, the life there, and how the country really is. Because all I ever heard is that it's dangerous to go to Pakistan. When I started to talk about this to my colleagues, they say, "Oh my God, you're out of your mind! We can't allow you to go there." But of course, it was the most amazing time in my life, the greatest travel experience in my life. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's the dilemma for international media, I would say.
Yeah.
And also some local media within the country itself. I have a big problem, Annelie, if I share that with you, with media, that they always portray a negative side of Pakistan.
Yes.
That's really bad. There are so many positive things happening in Pakistan, and they're not being highlighted at all in any media, no matter what it is.
No.
That is bad. That's how the bad image of Pakistan is created, that it's a terrorist country, there is no safe travel, you can get abducted, and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Those things happen everywhere.
Yes.
Even here in Toronto, Canada, in the US, in Europe, everywhere these things happen. But do we see them most often in newspapers, social media? No, we don't. Yeah, news comes, but then it goes away. They can't keep repeating, or they don't keep repeating the same thing. And here, it's being portrayed again and again, again and again, again and again, which creates negative image of Pakistan. Coming back to the topic, so you went to Pakistan to explore what was great about Pakistan. What cities did you travel to?
First, I traveled to Lahore, and I was going there to Pakistan in the beginning of May. When I left Sweden, it was -3 degrees, and it was still snow on the ground. So I have some big hiking boots and jeans and a proper shirt and so on. And when I arrived to Lahore, it was 35, 38 degrees. My God, it was so hot, yeah, and it was amazing. It was so much. It was so alive at the airport, and there was a lot of people everywhere. And it was raining, I think, during the night, and it was totally awesome. Then I went to Islamabad after a couple of days, and then further up to Chitral, and I went to Kailash for some days there, and to Hunza. And Mastui, I think. I'm bad in pronouncing, so I'm sorry. And then back to Islamabad.
Wow.
So I was in Pakistan for 16, 17 days. Yeah.
Wow.
It was
So
amazing.
this was this May 2018?
Excuse me?
It was this May, like last May?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was this May.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're fresh. You're
Yeah.
pretty much fresh. Awesome. Awesome. That's great. So let me ask you this. Hunza. Hunza is a beautiful, beautiful place with rich culture, and people are very rich in hospitality. You know, they are very, very great people over there. Beautiful people, let me put it that way, right?
Yes.
What do you have to tell them?
What do I have to tell to them?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you want to say? How was your experience at home?
Oh, it was so lovely. I met a lot of cats there, and I saw some beautiful. It was such a beauty everywhere. Even if it's rock, even if it's a ordinary rock, it's so beautiful. The glacier water, the glaciers, the roads, the rivers, and the hospitality and the kindness was every person I met. During all these days I was there, I didn't met a single person that was angry or grumpy or something. Everybody was happy and very full. They really showed their pure hearts. Yes, amazing. Yeah.
That's what Pakistan is, and that's what all people of Pakistan are about.
Yeah.
So this show brings the positivity amongst Pakistan, amongst Pakistani people, how good they are, and sharing experience with all the audience, all the viewers here, that how great Pakistan is, and we are all here to support it.
Oh.
Coming back to the topic again, Annelie. Now, you visited, you said you landed in Lahore, and then you went to Islamabad. From there, you went to Hunza, Masturi, coming back to Islamabad again. Which city or town you like the most?
I can't pick especially one, because every place I visited had something special. So I can't pick out any special city or place, because every place I visited was so special in so many ways. One place was very cold and it was raining. I even slept over at a police station one night because the road was flooded, and that was a very nice experience as well. And going to Kailash, the silence and the pure water and the nice people, even there, it had some special things. So I can't pick out a special place for you. I'm sorry, because all over it was so special and so nice.
Awesome. That's great. That's great. So what one good experience you would like to mention that still reminds you of Pakistan? One single experience.
It was when I met a female professional cyclist in Hunza at 6 a.m. one morning. We were leaving Hunza, and suddenly there was a lady right beside me and say, "Excuse me, may I take a picture of us together?" Of course, I said. And it turned out that she's a professional cyclist in Islamabad. Yeah, she rides for early bird riders, Sheroes, and we connected. So she made a very big impact on me. So I started to ride a bicycle for myself here in Sweden, and I will join them next time I'm going to Pakistan. I will join them in Islamabad and going out for a ride there. Yeah.
Awesome. You already answered one of my questions, that do you want to go back to Pakistan? And you already answered that, right?
Yeah, of course I want to go back. Yes.
Awesome. That's awesome. So coming back to the footpaths, right? I know that we pick one footpath that we go to, but again, there could be different footpaths, right? So why should we commit to different footpaths, or should we commit or should we not commit to different footpaths?
Because it's all about what do you want to do with your life. And if you want to do something, you can always go that way, because you are the only one who could make those right decisions. It's only you who can decide about your life and choose the right footpath. And it may not be the right footpath. Okay, you can turn in another way and go in that way, in that direction. So I think that's the most important. It has to come from you, from your heart. And the heart and the brain is so connected all the time. It shall be connected all the time. So you have to choose your own footpath and just try to go along with it. Yeah.
Good. Now, sometimes, Annelie, we aren't sure, right? We know our heart, brain tells us something different, heart tells us something different, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes heart takes over brain, no matter how left brain user we are, but sometimes the right brain kicks in and heart takes it over. It shows you different pictures. It shows you get impressed with whatever is surrounding you, right? And you choose that footpath and you keep going. But you find at the end that, no, that wasn't the right footpath, right? Mm-hmm. What should you do? What should we do if that happens?
You try to do some kind of regrouping and try to think about, what did go well in this situation? Because everything can't be bad, There's always something good about it. So you take that with you as an experience, and you don't do that mistake one more over. So you have to take knowledge all the time. So I think it's much easier when you go in another direction. Then you have some good experience and you move on to the next.
Good. Yeah. Now, are we the better advisor, you think, Annelie, to ourselves, or should we seek advice when we are lost, when we on a path we embarked on, and we think that we are lost, we are not getting anywhere, we have chosen this path carefully, however, and we are committed to that path, that footpath. However, we are not getting where we wanted to. What should we do? Should we consult someone who has already passed that footpath, or should we just keep going?
It's a very tricky question, but I think we must keep going because I always kept on going. I had so many backdoors in my life because when I was a young girl, both my parents died, and I was out without parents and grandparents. It was a very bad period in my life, but you could move on further. And you have always all these experiences, you put them together and you become stronger. To build up your self-esteem and self-confidence, you do that by learning from your mistakes. Some people, they seek help into Allah or God. That's a way to go as well. but you got the power. You always got the power.
Awesome.
I'm certain about it. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Now, Sohail Noor is our friend. He's a regular viewer. He's a great person. He's an artist, and his art is very much appreciated internationally, especially in Europe. And he has customers all over Europe, and he's a great artist. He's asking a question that share your view about Pakistani food. Which one you like the most if you tried Pakistani food?
Oh, I tried out so many, but the breakfast was always amazing. I've been addicted to green tea with cardamom in, but a cup of green tea and a Pakistani omelette and what you call the bread?
Paratha.
Yes, paratha. It's so lovely. Ordinary food. Pakistani omelette, paratha, and a cup of green tea. That's amazing. And some dried apricots, of course, and some walnuts. It's amazing. It's amazing. The simple food. It's so amazing. Yeah. And also, we tried out many kinds of food. I really enjoy to eat chicken. So anytime when we went to a restaurant, I had chicken, and it was nothing the same anywhere I came to visit. So I always had a different kind of dish, but the name was the same, but it was a different taste. It was wonderful. Yes.
That's great. That's great. What is the one thing that you brought from Pakistan to Sweden, to Borås, that still reminds you your trip?
To continue having an open mind. I can't explain it in any way, because I went there with an open mind, and I was curious, and I went home with an open mind, and I'm still curious. So I think the most important thing and also to be humble into the situations. Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. So how green you think Pakistan is, and how we can bring that greenness to Pakistan and explore and expand that greenness to the rest of the world, that how green Pakistan is. What are your thoughts about it?
I think Pakistan is a very green country. Do you talk about the trees now, or in an environmental way? How do you mean?
Both ways, actually.
Okay. I think to create awareness into the grassroots. That's why I'm learning to speak and write Urdu now, so I can make proper articles and so on, and also to show the world how lovely and beautiful Pakistan is, and also to continuing to plant trees. Try to grow some own things in your garden, or even if you're living in an apartment, you can take an old clay pot and put some seeds in it and try to make it grow. So I think, but awareness, and also with the government, this new government, I think it's very important to try to make them aware of what Pakistan needs, because they really need a proper waste management system, and learning that trash and waste also can be an input to a new product. I think that's the most important thing today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So this show is all about youth empowerment. How you think that you can empower youth with one sentence?
Oh, that's a tricky one. Well, follow your heart and follow your dream, because you can do it. You can always do it if you have. The teacher is very important as well, but follow your heart and follow your dreams. I think that's the most important thing. Yes, and believe yourself. Yeah, that's for 2 sentences. Sorry.
And this is what about the show is. The Daydreamer Show is all about your dreams. So keep dreaming with your eyes open. Only then you can make your dreams come true. Otherwise, if you dream with your eyes closed, they will never become a reality. So if you want them to become a reality, keep thinking about it. Keep dreaming with your eyes open, and someday they will definitely happen.
Yes.
All right, Annelie, I'm really thankful on my behalf, the Dreams Television, the Daydreamers Show, our viewers here. They have been great friends here. They have been commenting a lot. There is one more comment before I say goodbye. Sohail Noor is saying, great, don't forget to try biryani in your next visit to Pakistan. It will be lifetime moment. So I'm sure you would have tried biryani. I mean, there is no, I can't even imagine that you wouldn't have tried in 17 days, you wouldn't have tried biryani. At least once you must have tried. Did you?
Of course. Yeah, I tried it, and it was totally brilliant. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So you got the answer, and thank you so much for all your friends, all your thumbs ups and love. I'm really honored. On behalf of all of us, Annelie, thank you so much for your time. You have been very busy, and it's really a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, because I'm very honored to have become a part of this show. So I'm very honored, and thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, viewers, thank you so much. That's all about today's show. We'll see you next time with another guest. Take care of yourself and people around you.
The same to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.